Yes, hello viewers. We are back again on the Mitumba business. Today I want to address the issue of challenges facing Mitumba traders, those selling second-hand clothes. What are the challenges they go through? So I have put down at least of four that I think are major issues affecting the traders. Number one is the debt. Number two, the pricing of clothes when you have opened the bales. Identifying the demand at specific time or season in a year or in a month, and then the quality of the bales that you're going to purchase. Those are the four main areas that I've identified that traders experience, the problem that they experience on a daily basis. Now, the first one is the debt. How do you accrue debt in your business? Number one, you can accrue debt when you have borrowed from the business to do your personal things and you don't pay back. You promise yourself that this money is mine, I'm going to pay back before the end of the month or before I get for another bill. That is number one. Number two, you also accrue debt when you allow customers or your friends to carry clothes from the shop without paying, or they pay a half of the money. Number three, you can accrue debt in your business when you pretend or you assume that you eat lunch or you take money from your business to take lunch or whatever from in between. Those are three major areas that you're going to accrue debt on. And therefore, it's very advisable that as a business person operating a Mitumba shop, because you will always have an inflow of money in between, you are advised not to allow customers carry clothes from your shop without paying. You are not allowed to borrow money from your business without taking it back. You are not supposed to eat from your business. And you don't pay yourself in between the month. So you must have a schedule through which you're going to pay yourself, and you also pay for anyone who is working for you. If you try that, you are going to stop incurring debt into your business. Do you know incurring debt in your business can lead to the closure of that business without you knowing? And therefore, I advise you, don't allow people carry clothes out of your shop without paying. Have a schedule, have a rule that if you have not paid for the clothes, they're not supposed to leave the shop. Don't eat lunch from your money in the business unless otherwise you know how you planned yourself. That is an advice. Ensure that the money business is tracked down, you write it down, you keep it somewhere so that it is advisable to try and follow or to keep track of the money that comes into your business. Yes. Number two, the pricing of clothes. This is a big challenge facing the newcomers into the Mitumba business. They don't understand how to do the pricing in order to get your capital back plus the profit. I advise when you open the bale, separate the clothes in different categories, namely first camera, second camera, third camera, and fourth. So it depends on how you want to do it. So such that the first camera, you count the number of pieces, you divide by your capital so that you find the selling price of the first camera, because they are very new clothes, very good ones. Some of them have tags. Some of them have not been worn before and they are near to new. So you do that, you find a selling price of those first camera. If you are unable to get your capital from the first camera, then add few of the second camera to the first camera, so that you sell a bit of second camera to top up the capital that you're missing from the first camera, such that the remaining other divisions becomes your profit. I repeat, Do a calculation from the first camera by counting the number of pieces of clothes in the first section of the first camera. Divide by the capital that you used to buy that bale. You find a selling price of that cloth, of each pieces. If you're unable to get your capital from the first camera, then adjust it from the second camera so that you get something from it. And then you sell, the rest becomes your profit. I am not saying that you sell at high prices so that you get your capital back. No. You are supposed to estimate the prices again depending on people selling around you. You are not going to sell clothes at 1,000 when the same people, when other people selling the same type of clothes at 500. You are not going to sell them. So you do that and then you get your selling price. Ideally, your capital should come from the first camera. The other sections are supposed to be your profit. You will always find fagia in your bill. Don't throw them away. There are people collecting fagias in a gunia or in a sack. They sell and they sell to other people. So give them at a fee so that it becomes part of your price. You don't throw the clothes away in terms of waste. If you want to do pricing again well, call people who pick cameras. We call them eating the camera in the language business. They will come and pick the best, but at a fee, a reasonable fee, so that you don't end up selling your camera at a lower price to the people picking the camera clothes, and then you are left with things that are with clothes that cannot give you your profit back. I hope though that one is understandable, and I'm going to repeat to you as a recap. Divide your clothes in sections, namely camera 1, camera 2, camera 3. Count the number of first camera and you divide by the total number of the total cost of your bale so that you get a pricing, and then you adjust it from that point. That way, I know you'll be able to get a price for your bale, because the prices of bales keep on increasing on yearly or monthly. That way, you'll be able to find the selling price of your bale. Yes, number 3, identify the demand in the market. A good challenge and a bad one to the people who cannot time what to sell at what time of the year, of the month. You are supposed to be dynamic in terms of the Mitumba business. For example, if it's on a dry season or a hot season, you're not going to buy heavy jackets bale. You're not going to buy heavy clothings bale to sell, because people will not buy them that particular time. The trench coats will not do well during the hot seasons. Heavy clothes in general will not do well. So therefore, you are supposed to identify what type of the month are you going to buy the heavy clothes bale. Ladies' boots will not do well during the dry seasons, though they like to keep them. And therefore, it is advisable that you study the dynamics in the business or where you are in terms of weather. And then climate too. There are people in very hot places throughout the year, so people don't buy heavy clothes there. But these are some of the dynamics or the areas that you're supposed to focus on before you buy your bale. Deciding on the demand at a particular time is very key in this business. For example, it's a wet month or a wet season. I will buy heavy clothing bale like the denim jackets. I will buy rompers for kids. I will buy trench coats for both men and ladies. I will buy heavy jackets for both boys and girls. Number 2 on that, look at when kids are going to school. That's the best time to buy school bags, the best time to buy jackets, belts, because definitely they will come and buy them. The next thing is look at when schools are closed. They will buy teddy bears, that bale containing teddy bears, because they will be at home at most of the times. The toys, they will buy them at that particular time of the what? Of the month, of the year. Playing with the psychology of the weather, climate, situations as they prevail is very key in this business. And therefore it will help you to beat the demand of the what? Of your customers. If a certain fashion crops in, for example, people are into wearing chiffon tops, that's a demand. Don't be left out. Go for a chiffon top bale. If people are doing skinny jeans during that season, high waist jeans, why you left out? Go for that particular bale. So you study the market, what people loves to wear most, and get it for your customers. Look at the trends in the boutiques. People selling new clothes. There are certain pieces of clothes that you'll find in Mitumba. For example, the fur coat jackets. The time they were coming, they were very hot cake. And that is the time you can also go for your bale, fur coat bale in Mitumba. Because you'll find very clean fur coats in those bales. Go for it and you will compete with the people selling in the boutiques. That is how to study the dynamics of the fashion, how to study the dynamics of demand in this business. Go for what is needed as per that time. Rainy seasons, go for heavy. Hot seasons, go for lighter pieces of clothes. Things that people will want to have at that particular time. I hope that is understandable and you've written them down, you've taken time to listen to me. Number 4, the quality of the bale. Another hot cake or another burning issue or a burning fire in the hearts or in the minds of people venturing into this business or the people doing it. Quality. What is in that bale? Good clothes, near to new, old clothes, all rags. You must be prepared to buy that bale, regardless of what it has inside. Because no one is going to open for you a bale. You see what is inside, pack it again, and sell it to you. No, you buy as it is. So it's by the grace of God that you find good clothes inside. Just pray. I hear people go for certain labels. It is true, there are labels that give you good clothes, but I don't think it depends with the continent. It depends with the company selling the clothes. There are people who are very genuine outside there. It depends with the supplier. I know of a supplier who has a representative in China or in Germany where clothes are being packed. That's a key issue. I'm not going to give credit to the supplier because she or he is not sponsoring this video, but I can give it to you at a personal level when you reach out to me. Now, the quality of the bales matters a lot. So be consistent with the person you buy bales from. Don't jump from one person to another. If you find a specific supplier supplying to you clean bale, don't change. Don't fix it when it is not broken. Don't look at the pricing to determine the quality of the bale. Some bales are cheaper but produce better quality than grade 1 bales. I will tell you. Some bales are expensive and they are not premium but produce very weird clothes. Some bales are cheaper, they are not premium or grade 1, but their clothes are good. It takes the heart of a lion to venture into bale buying. Don't be afraid. Take the risk. Go for it. Talk to the people around you. Talk to the people who have bought bales before. They will advise you on what to do when you want to buy a good bale. Bales, you cannot see what is inside, but trust in the Lord that whenever you open the bale, you are going to get something good. Don't be deceived that there are people selling good bales 24/7. No. You might buy a bale from me today or someone else, find very nice clothes. You go second time, you find what you did not expect. So bales will never meet your expectations as a client or as a Mitumba business person. Bales will never meet your expectations. But what do you do when they don't meet your expectations? Follow the second procedure I told you. Pricing of the bale. Have a spare money or spare part. No, you call it not spare part, but spare money somewhere where you can, when they're not too good, you can supplement with something else so that you can mix the clothes in between so that it can move at the space you always wanted. With those few remarks, I take this chance to thank you for enabling me to reach 53 subscribers. And I pray that if you're watching us for the first time, please support us by subscribing, like the video, share. If you cannot watch, just subscribe. Like, one day you'll find time to watch it and share it with your friends. Please subscribe so that we can target 100 subscribers in the shortest time possible. Until next time, I'm your host, Victor, the Gilgili Premium Mitumba seller. Thank you.